Hi band, welcome back. It is Sonia here, and in this video we're going to look at different types of guitars, and especially if you're just learning to play the guitar and wondering what kind of an instrument you should get as your first one, I'm hoping to answer that question a little bit and maybe look at different types of guitars to see what kind would suit you best. All in all, it all comes down to just one question, which is, what do you want to play? What kind of music do you like? Do you want the guitar to be something that you can easily carry around with to campfires? Or are you more of a sound nerd that you want to play around with different types of sounds and maybe experiment with guitar pedals and stuff like this? There's tons of options and tons of things, and nothing is ever black and white. But in this video we're going to look at three main types of guitars, which are a steel-stringed acoustic, a nylon-stringed acoustic, and an electric guitar. Today I also asked Arto to join me on this side of the camera because usually he's behind it. So he's going to be helping me out with demonstrating how all these guitars sound like. So let's give him a round of applause, I guess. The first one we're going to look at is a steel-stringed acoustic guitar. A big plus in favor of an acoustic guitar is that you only need the guitar and it's very easy to carry around. So if you have the instrument and maybe a gig bag of some sort that protects the guitar, you can take it pretty much anywhere, like playing with your friends, having it along jams. Very portable. A steel-stringed acoustic guitar has all of its strings made out of steel, also the thinnest ones, which gives the guitar a brighter and louder sound. This is a huge plus, especially if you're playing with a lot of other people or in noisy places where you don't have any amplification for the guitar, because then your guitar will definitely be heard better. You can, though, also get an acoustic guitar that has a microphone built in it, which is a good option to have if you're going to play it in a band. Style-wise, a steel-stringed acoustic is an amazing all-around instrument. For example, folk or country or acoustic rock, this instrument is ideal. But also it depends a lot on what exactly you want to play, because if you enjoy mostly accompanying other people and players, or if you sing and you want to accompany yourself singing, in that case a steel-stringed acoustic is also a great instrument. For playing solos and melodies, you can of course do anything with steel-stringed, but some of the more advanced solo playing techniques, like bends for instance, are just going to be a bit more challenging on an acoustic guitar. So for those, maybe electric is a better choice, but let's look at that in a second. Sound-wise, an acoustic guitar does have a few options though on its own as well, because you can play it in different ways. With just your fingers, you can play chords or finger picking or a lot of stuff, which will give you a nice softer sound. Or you can play it with a pick, which will give you a brighter and even more resonant sound, and it'll sound especially awesome when you're strumming chords. So, to summarize it, if you're looking for an all-around instrument that is especially great for strumming chords and accompanying others, or yourself singing, go ahead and get yourself a steel-stringed acoustic guitar. Next up, a nylon-stringed acoustic guitar. In this kind of a guitar, the three thinnest strings are not made of steel, but of nylon, which makes it a great guitar for complete beginners in the sense that the strings are a bit thicker, so they don't hurt your fingers as much. It's a little easier to start off with. Also, a nylon-stringed guitar has a little bit of a wider neck, so the strings are a bit further away from each other and there's a little bit more room to place your fingers. The soft and warm sound of a nylon-stringed guitar is ideal for a lot of instrumental guitar music. For instance, classical, where if you hear people talking about classical guitar, most likely they're talking about a nylon-stringed guitar. A nylon-stringed guitar is most often played just with your fingers, so it's used for a lot of finger-picking styles and melody playing. You can, of course, also strum chords and accompany yourself and others with the instrument, but it will be harder to play it in louder environments, like with bands for instance, because it just does not have such a bright and loud sound than what a steel-stringed acoustic guitar has. So, a nylon-stringed guitar is your choice if you want to have something that's a little bit easier on your fingers, and quieter, or if you want to play classical music and finger picking and other beautiful melodies. Our third and last guitar for today is an electric guitar. An electric guitar has all steel strings, but as you can hear on its own, it doesn't really sound like anything. It's very quiet, but once you plug this baby into an amplifier or something that simulates it, for instance, it might be a software in your computer or a specific kind of simulation pedal that you can plug your headphones into, that is when the magic happens. Every electric guitar has usually 1 or 2 microphones. This one has 2. This little knob is to change between those mics, which alters the sound a little bit. And these knobs are the volume and tone, which changes the brightness of the sound. And then every amplifier has also a lot of other options that you can alter the sound with. And then there's of course the whole wide world of guitar pedals that you can do pretty much anything with. There's, you know, starting from all kinds of distortions and whatever, to bass sounds, and if you want to make your guitar sound like a piano, you can get a pedal for that. You know, the options are just... With an electric guitar, you can play pretty much anything, but of course, it will always sound electric, in a sense. So if you are looking more of that wooden, round sound of an acoustic guitar, you might just want to get the real thing. Many guitarists have both an acoustic and an electric guitar. Maybe they have started off with the acoustic one and then later on gotten themselves also the electric one to be able to expand their repertoire. Alright, that was it for today, and I hope I was able to give you a little bit of an idea of what these 3 types of guitars are good for, and maybe help you in making a decision of which one would be the best for you. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please remember to click the like button and also follow us on Instagram to join the band. And then I'll see you again in the next video.